Hello guys, welcome to another video. It's Tuck Sparks over here, and today we're going to be reviewing some news. So first off, if we go back to the announcements, you can see that Devlog 4 has pushed a lot of players, and Vortex has recently reached 4,000 members. Another couple things are that, look at this, instead of having normal, I'll show you an example. Instead of having I have no friends. But instead of having like a letter, it actually shows your player's skin. And the friend requesting in the friends list is got a UI is getting a UI revamp. So those are some sneak peeks. And also recently they had avatar customization. Another thing is I got content creator on Vortex and got sent to, and now I'm in the Vortex community contributor server. Thank you so much, Halo, for that. And yeah, how about we go ahead and react to some devlogs?
Okay. This is
one.
my first devlog for Vortex, basically my spin-off of Roblox, you could say.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are doing this.
So
but
basically, this was made in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with a backend for the server. And this was just for testing. He was planning to make it like a web application. He was planning to keep it as a web application until it got way too demanding. It couldn't handle maps with over 900 parts. And it started lag, and it was unoptimized.
I think I can contribute differently. My main goal is trying to make it as accurate as possible to what Roblox actually is.
Yeah.
This is day 2. I didn't really document much yet, but I just think this is a good idea so I can show progress and hopefully get some interest on the project.
Okay, sorry for the pause, but
It's more accessible that way, and I'll try to optimize it, and if it reaches some limitations, we'll see what we can do with that.
yeah, I'm
But
gonna try it out.
yeah, I'll be making devlogs more often. I think we'll start testing either later today or tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're in good shape for testing. I think that's all for this video. I mean, like, there's not much to explain because like you can pretty much see what's going on. A lot of time was spent with like the physics of gravity, collisions and stuff because I'm not using a game engine, so a lot of it was like complicated, but I think I figured it out. Like, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be harder. I mean, he's not using a game engine. He goes on to making his own application for this, but it's still not using a game engine. He's using Rust, and he's making all of the collision, everything from scratch without a game engine, which is probably going to be better in the long run with the studio and stuff. And you can have, let's say, you could have like have a better studio and a better game engine for players to use and stuff. And it's more customizable for you also, so that's good. Okay, devlog 2.
it has been 1 week since the first devlog, and as you can see, there are a lot of new things that we have to cover. We even got botted to over 10,000 user accounts within a few hours, but we'll talk more about that later. Starting with the actual physics engine, the biggest change here is support for importing directly from Roblox. One of our staff members developed a plugin that lets us easily export anything from Roblox straight into Vortex. Even though you guys can't make games yet, I'll leave a link to the plugin in the description. Also, here's a leak of an upcoming obby for Vortex made by another one of our staff members. On that note, I also added support for slanted and rotated parts, and there's also a second game now, as you can see. Since release, there have been a lot of bugs found. For example, wall clipping, which let you go between different parts, and walk stud side climbing, which just let you climb air. Both of these have been patched. But with the new game, there have been some new glitches that I'm not even going to try to name. Hopefully they'll be patched soon.
Alright. I definitely think he patched that.
Now, for the platform, there were a lot of changes made here. If you saw the website during the first few days, it was pretty empty. You also noticed that users have status indicators, so it'll show whether they're in-game or just online. Also, these games have cards now, so when you click on them, they take them to their own game page. And when we have a studio, developers will be able to customize this. As for profiles, you can also edit your bio now, and it shows like some basic stats like the total number of game visits you have. Well,
Okay.
I'm the only one who has games right now, and also the join date. And look, there's a follower system now. So if you click on one of these, you can see all your friends related stuff on its own page, similar to what Roblox has. And I just think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The chat is also not in the bottom left anymore, and I think it actually kind of looks good now. And players now.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, he moved this to his top. Everything now is pretty much the same compared to the other app, except now there's new characters. Boom. Oh, okay, well, let's keep watching. Oh, did I leak? Cool, you guys got my email. What the heck? No.
Have a bubble chat above their heads in the game, so you can actually see what people are saying near you. Also, you can follow and friend people straight from the leaderboard. And there were some bugs with this before, but now it's pretty good. And there's a notification system, so you'll be able to see in real time when someone follows you or sends you a friend request.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Security, yeah, that's the most important. I was just gonna say, you got botted.
Okay, remember how I said we got botted? Within a few hours, we had some guy make like 10,000 different accounts. So we had to add rate limiting and a captcha system, and then we went ahead and deleted them all. They even botted followers on one of their accounts. Everything also has moderation now, so
I saw QQ on my server. He's not banned. Okay.
like chat messages, usernames, and profile bios. The people who bypassed this before had their accounts deleted, and it gave us a reason to make like a nice account deleted page.
Community. Go see this.
The community has done some crazy stuff with Vortex in just the span of 1 week. Someone built an entire exploit panel, which will of course be patched once there's an actual game on the site.
Yeah, I got patched literally really quickly because he added an app. So.
Others have added their own parts from the console, and someone even built and animated a fully functional emote system, which will actually
That's cool, which I really
coming in the near future.
Yeah.
The first devlog got lots of comments, mostly overwhelmingly positive, but there's some of them I want to talk about. For example, this one saying that this will never actually replace Roblox. I mean, they're probably right, but that's not exactly the point here. My goal is to preserve certain aspects of the platform that may be lost with the upcoming updates that Roblox is doing. And someone also said that making this as a website would be too laggy with like complete games and stuff.
Yeah, and as I said many times, he's just gonna go on to make an app with Rust from scratch, and it's gonna do pretty well.
This is true, and I already have plans to port everything over to an app once just the basic demo is complete, so that shouldn't be an issue down the road. Overall, we got lots of suggestions and feedback already, and we're working on daily updates to make things better. If you want to check out Vortex, the link is in the description. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the third devlog, and follow me on Vortex. Alright, there hasn't been a devlog in around 3 weeks, and there's a pretty good reason for that. One of our staff members built the third game for Vortex called Snowy Peak, which is by far the best thing on the site now. But the problem was that it started lagging at only around 900 parts. There's no way we could support full games at this rate, so I decided to port the entire thing to a desktop app. The problem with the browser engine was that it just wasn't capable for larger applications. We chose to use Rust, which I've actually never used before. It took a little over 2 weeks to do, but it was well worth it.
Personally, I think it's an interesting choice. Why not go with like Lua or C++, C#? Maybe it's because like C++, I'm pretty sure has memory leak issues but his program also had a memory leak issue. He uses Rust, but like it's easier for the memory leak issue, but I know for a fact it's harder than C++ and C#. And Lua, I'm pretty sure is harder. I know Roblox made their own custom engine with C++. Pretty sure, or C#. Probably C++.
So let's go over what actually went into this. To start, learning the basics wasn't too bad, but having to re-implement everything like the physics, the multiplayer, chat, leaderboard, and even some of the—
Now, I think the graphics, I don't know if it's for me. Let's go back. You see how the graphics right there are way better? Let's go to that specific spot. Snowy Peak. Yeah, I think his graphics were better. What the heck? Let's see. His graphics were definitely better.
Controls, all of it was really complicated. But as I said, this was necessary to do. I ended up running a test where
Wait a second. Look, you see how you can see the player shadow? Can I see it when I join Snowy Peak? Not anymore. He removed it. Maybe to get like the old Roblox kind of feel, but I don't really know. I liked. Okay, it's weird.
Spawned parts in both the website and the app with random materials, sizes, and positions. I also compared it with FPS versus the part count and put it in a graph. And over here you can see the difference significantly. Keep in mind, this is only for unique parts. With parts that are similar, they'll probably be grouped up better and be able to support a lot more. It'll also vary based on your computer specs, but the relative difference is what's important here. With that in mind, the app will probably release within a few days of this video. We're just finishing up releases for Windows and maybe Linux.
Dude, he said Linux support. He said that he might do it. He's gonna do it. Devlog 5. It's Devlog 4. Okay, we're doing Devlog 4. Alright, he's close to the Devlog. Devlog's gonna be on the weekend, which right now it is Wednesday, so like Saturday or Friday or Sunday. I'm gonna release it, but there's still no Linux support.
Also, as mentioned previously, a lot of people have been messing around by adding their own maps from the console.
Yeah, actually, that's from Vortex 2+2, which is actually like the web version of that. Look, if we join Vortex 2+2, building game. Look, this is the actual web version. Look at that. Which is pretty cool. It runs. Now that I think about it, it runs like really. Oh look, it's saved. What the heck? It's cool. Well. I mean, it doesn't run a lot better, but now that I think about it, it might run better. I mean, it's not optimized, so for bigger maps, it's not going to run as good. Maybe it runs a little bit better, because this is capped at 165. And another thing is, it's a bigger map, and this is a lot like the character walking is like a lot more slower than the character walking on the browser. If we go back to like, let's go to Crossroads. See, okay. By the way, I do not want to be a content creator. I will be a content creator. It's not that I don't want it. Like, if you watched this far, it's not that I don't want to be a content creator or anything, but like, I'd rather be a developer and focus on developing more than being a content creator. And if I do get accepted for trial mod on Vortex, I'd like to be helping Halo like with stuff, and like helping Halo with Vortex, and like just helping the Vortex community out rather than doing videos. I feel like that's a lot more important than doing videos, and videos are my thing, but like I just don't find them to be. I'd rather work on development or learn a programming language or like mess around with Linux than do content. I will do content because it's fun, but I'd rather be helping the Vortex community. I will actually, you know how, I'll tell you this, if you've made it this far, Vortex 2+2, multiplayer does not work, okay? It literally says multiplayer does not work. I am going to make my own fork of the extension sometime. I'm going to add multiplayer support sometime. I'm not sure. And I'm going to host it on my own backend server. Not sure when. Anyways, keep watching.
Or just straight up exploiting. And while this is cool, the app pretty much kills that aspect of Vortex. That said, we're adding a sandbox game soon, so people can still continue to build things.
He said that it's Devlog 4, and he hasn't added that yet. But I'm pretty the Devlog 6 or Devlog 7, I bet he's gonna add the studio. Maybe. There's a small chance. So I don't think he's going to do that because there's not going to be a point. He might do that, but I think he's working on a sword fighting game, so I don't think he's going to do that.
And it'll also be much easier than injecting things straight from the console. If you haven't noticed already, other players now show as actual avatars rather than the weird creepers that people used to call them. We also added basic avatar customization, so you can now wear shirts in each game.
That's good.
And if you boost the Discord server, you get a booster badge on your profile and leaderboard, which also comes with a cool gradient in the chat. This is also the first user-facing badge that is actually obtainable.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Hopefully, since I'm content creator, I'll get the content creator badge.
Last week, we also started a building competition where people submitted classic-style maps
Yeah, that got added.
to get the
That got added.
things added to Vortex. We got
That did not get added. I want that. That actually is a
over a dozen submissions, and we're currently
got
reviewing
added.
them. The winners will be
got
announced soon,
added.
and their maps will be added to the game. Also, a ton of people have been asking about two things. One, a studio, and number two, mobile support.
Studio, I heard, supposedly from one of the other content creators, I heard that Halo said that he's gonna... Oh man, it's actually... Oh my gosh, I have my headphones, I didn't even realize. It's pouring outside for me, oh my gosh. Holy, it's gonna be pouring for like a couple days, supposedly. Anyways, so... Oh, so supposedly after he does a little bit more of like the UGC and some other tweaks, he's gonna start focusing on the studio mainly, which is great. So it's gonna be pretty soon. If you go back to, let's go to two-tone Vortex. Two-tone. Okay, right here. Shorts. Okay, made this short. Swap.
Vortex Studio is coming out way sooner than you think, and here's why. So, according to Halo, the next two updates are Profile Pictures, which is already almost done, and the first of a proper game, which is apparently a sword fighting game. So I asked him, what's the nearest date for Vortex Studio? And he said, in about 2 to 3
So I'm gonna do Devlog 5 this week, and I'm gonna start studio after the fighting game is released. Oh wait, what? Whoa, that's gonna be sick. And there's a chance content creators will get to demo the game with the studio. I'm pretty sure.
weeks. And it also means that players will be able to make their own games very, very soon. And this means Vortex Studio is...
Okay, so...
Once there's actually enough to do on the platform, we're going to be putting all of our effort into creating a studio so people can start building their games as soon as possible. After that, once there's more things to do, we'll be focusing on mobile.
Final thoughts. After this, I'm gonna play
Now, for the first actual game on Vortex, we're planning to have something like freeze tag, where you go around different maps either freezing people if you're the freezer, or escaping and unfreezing your teammates if you aren't. It's a pretty simple concept that we can probably get together in a few days. And like I said, the sandbox game I mentioned is also coming soon. If you like these kind of...
It's not. It's definitely not. Let me ask Kayla. Add more variation to the path. Okay. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. So, I'll do it later. Halo, if you're watching this, you're still watching this. Are you gonna add the sandbox game still? I don't think you are.
Devlog 3 did really good, and this is the biggest devlog yet. To start, we finally bought a domain, and as you can see, the game actually feels alive now, with different maps and also a bunch of different players. We've been releasing updates almost every single day since then, so there's a lot to cover. So we ended up releasing our app for both Windows and Mac OS, but there was a memory leak within a few minutes that we had to fix.
Look, that's definitely KDE. Yeah, Claudia uses KDE.
Another issue was that the app was static, which meant that every time we updated it or changed something, players had to reinstall it. To fix this, we created a launcher and an auto updater, which meant that every time the app opened, Vortex automatically checked for new updates and installed them accordingly. In Devlog 3, we announced a building competition for classic style maps, and we got over a dozen submissions. The first place winner was the Cross Bridges, which was inspired by Roblox's own Crossroads map, and personally, I think our version is better. Oasis won second place, and the Pirate Ship Island got third. All of these have been added to Vortex, and we even have 5 honorable mentions that will be added periodically. One of them was already added, which was Vortex HQ. As for these new games, most of the games on the platform have their own original music now, and these have all been uploaded to our new YouTube channel. The background music of this video is actually Vortex music, which is pretty cool. We also added rich presents for Discord, so it shows what game you're playing on your profile. We're gonna add more things here, like the number of people in your server and other things. Coming next, we'll also be doing a serious overhaul of the physics. This is something we've got requested a lot, as the physics don't really feel like Roblox right now. To start that, we already added our first version of trusses. I basically started fresh with this and implemented not just better climbing logic, but we also added things like truss flicking and jumping off of them. After it worked pretty well, I added them to the demo game, and you can try that out. I know there's some weird bugs with this, but they'll be patched pretty soon. We also added first person support, and with this comes ghost mode, which is basically what makes your avatar transparent when you zoom in. As for the website, there's also a settings page now, which not only lets you change and verify your email, but you can also reset your password in case you forget it. These will be more important later on, but we've already had lots of tickets requesting these things. There's also now an official wiki, which is brand new and constantly being worked on. The goal here is to try to document
wiki? They got another domain for a wiki? Dude, they really... $200. I'm not doing that.
every aspect of Vortex, and I left a link in the description as well. We also started working on a catalog or marketplace, which I won't leak quite yet, but this is where all of the things for avatar customization will be. This has been highly requested, and we already have a bunch of submissions to go through for different types of UGC. With that said, the different shirts that are right now in the demo game will be removed and moved to the catalog when that's out. Our overall security and anti-cheat have definitely improved, but we're making these better with each update. As mentioned in the last video, we'll be working on creating something to actually do in the next updates, including our first playable game, as well as a sandbox for you guys to try importing different things. More honorable mention maps from the competition will keep getting added in the meantime. We'll also have Linux support soon, as well as support for—
He said Linux. But it's around time for the devlog. Still not there. Lock in Halo.
older computers like Intel Macs so that more people can play Vortex. We still get a ton of questions about the studio, and trust me, we're working towards it, but there's a few things that we have to work on before that. I also post a lot more updates in the Discord server, including smaller devlogs and occasional leaks. The link is in the description. Other than that, subscribe so you don't miss the next devlog, and check out Vortex at our brand new domain, playvortex.io. Thanks.
Yeah, so this was 10 days ago. They had 2,657 members. Now they have 4,000 last time, I'm pretty sure I checked. They reached 4,000. Let's see, Halo leaked source code. GitHub repository.
Alright, so this is my first actual small devlog. I said I would be doing these. But basically what I did was I made it so when you open the app it doesn't just spawn.
This guy's the GOAT. Look at him. I don't think he uses AI at all. Look at this.
You in the void, and you can actually do stuff with it now. So the first time you open the app, right after installing it, it'll tell you to load a game from the website first. This is because the app needs your account data. And once it has that, it should work. Yeah, and then if you close it and then open it again, after that, it'll just show you the games. Obviously, this I'm working on, like the aspect ratio and stuff and the formatting, but I just wanted to get this done pretty quickly. Eventually, we'll have like a login option on this actual app, so it won't tell you to like
Good.
use the website first. But yeah, this is just progress. I've also been working on some physics stuff that I'll probably post an update for pretty soon. Yeah, and other than that, we're also working on the marketplace. So a lot of things are coming.
You
I
already
don't know
added
like
the marketplace.
up to what
Pretty
extent I'm
much,
gonna
kind
put
of.
into Devlog 4, but in the foreseeable future, there's a lot of things. I'll try to post more here.
Anyways, that should be it for the video. See ya.